So debenture is an acknowledgement of debt. Debenture is an acknowledgement of debt issued by the company under its common seal. Debenture is a part of borrowed capital, or in simple language you can say debenture is a borrowed capital. The person or the investors who purchase debenture are called debenture holders. Debenture holders are creditor for the company. Debenture holders are creditor for the company. On debenture, company has to pay a fixed rate of interest after regular interval, whether company enjoys profit or incurring loss, and after a specific completion of a specified time period, or in simple language we can say at maturity, company has to redeem the debenture amount to debenture holders. This is the meaning of debenture. Then types of debenture we have done: mortgage debenture, fully convertible debenture, partly convertible debenture, and non-convertible debenture. First, mortgage debenture. Whenever charge is created on assets, whenever charge is created on assets at the time of issue of debenture, such issued debenture is called mortgage debenture or secured debenture. And charge is of two types: fixed charge and floating charge. Fully convertible debentures, when whole debentures are converted into or can be converted into equity shares, such debentures are called fully convertible debentures. In fully convertible debenture, debenture holders becomes a shareholder. Means instead of interest, they will get dividend. Next, partly convertible debenture, when a part of whole debenture can be converted into equity shares. Such debentures are called partly convertible debenture. In case of partly convertible debenture, company has two options. For one part, they have to redeem the amount, they have to return the amount, and for the remaining part, they need to convert the debenture into equity share. Means debenture holder becomes shareholder for that part which is converted into equity share. Non-convertible debentures are those debentures which cannot be converted into equity share. Means in case of non-convertible debenture, company has to redeem the debenture amount to debenture holders. They need to return the amount. These are the types. Then rights of debenture holders. First, debenture holder has first right. They have right to receive interest after regular interval. Then second, they have right to get their money back at maturity. Third one is they have right to verify and study the documents at the registered office. Fourth, they have right to obtain information about the activities of the company, but after paying requisite fees. They have right to appoint debenture trustee in order to protect their economic interest. They have right to take legal action or legal proceedings. They have right to initiate legal proceedings if company is violating the terms and conditions of a debenture trust deed. They have right to claim for liquidation of the company if company is not giving regular return of interest, or if company is unable to return the debenture amount at maturity, or if company is misutilizing the funds. In that case, they have right to demand for liquidation of the company. Then they have first right to get their money back at the time of liquidation of the company. If due to any reason company goes into liquidation procedure, then in that case debenture holder have the first right to get their money back. These are the different rights of debenture holder or holders. Next topic, difference between shares and debentures. Difference, this is fourth topic, difference between shares and debenture. This simple topic, share and debentures. So whatever knowledge I have regarding share and debenture, I am making difference between shares and debentures. First one is the smaller part of share capital. Smaller part of total share capital is called share. A smaller part, for example, if company has to arrange again 1 lakh rupees and they have decided to issue shares, and one part of 1 lakh is 10 rupees. One part means one share. One share is equal to 10 rupees. It means total number of shares becomes 10,000. So 10,000 shares. So one part is of 10 rupees. So one share is equal to 10. This face value of share is 10. So here a smaller part means 10 rupees. A smaller part of total share capital means 1 lakh is called share. Similarly, a smaller part of borrowed capital is called debenture. First difference, a smaller part of share capital is called a share and a smaller part of borrowed capital is called debenture. Another difference, the person or investor or individual or group of individuals or institution, those who purchase, not person, those who purchase, the person who purchase shares are called shareholder, and the person or individuals or group of individuals or institution, those who purchase debentures are called debenture holder. Second difference completed. The individual or group of individuals or institution, those who in simple language, those who purchase shares are called shareholders, and those who purchase debentures are called debenture holders. Third, shareholders are true owner of the company. The person who purchase equity share, actually those who purchase equity share, not preference share, equity share. The shareholders who purchase equity share, they are called true owner of the company because their money will not be returned to them during the lifetime of the company. They will get their money back only after liquidation of the company. That's why they are called true owner of the company. Whereas debenture holders are creditor for the company. Debenture holders are creditor for the company. Fourth, in return, shareholders get dividend, or we can say the return on share is called dividend, and the return on debenture means in return debenture holders gets interest. In return, debenture holders get interest. 4 points, maximum 8 points we have to complete. In return, shareholders gets dividend. Next, fifth, dividend is not fixed. Whenever company enjoys higher profit, shareholders will get higher dividend. If low profit, low dividend. And if in any year company incurs loss, in that case shareholder will not get any dividend. But here, in case of debenture, the return means interest is fixed, whether company enjoys profit or loss. So 5 difference we have completed. Next, point number 6. There is higher risk in case of shares, lower risk or less risk in case of debenture. Why there is higher risk? Once again, first point, shareholders will not get their money back during the lifetime of the company. Second point, for higher risk, if company enjoys a profit, then only they will get return, means dividend. Or if company enjoys low profit or incurring loss, in such situation, shareholder will not get the return or dividend. But in case of debenture, there is very less risk. Reason, whether company enjoys profit or incurring losses, company has to pay interest, fixed rate of interest at any cost to debenture holder. So there is less risk as compared to shareholders or shares. Seventh, shareholders, in short I am writing, shareholders cannot demand for liquidation of the company. Liquidation of the company. Whereas debenture holders have right. In short I am writing, debenture holders have right to demand for liquidation of the company or to claim for the liquidation of the company. 7.8, shareholders have voting right. Voting right. Debenture holders do not enjoy voting right. First, shareholders have voting right whenever meeting is conducted by giving vote, by casting vote, decision can be taken in the company. But such right means voting right. Debenture holders does not have, so they do not have voting right. Point number 9, charge is not created. Charge is not created on assets at the time of issue of shares. At the time of issue of shares. Means for issuing shares, company is not supposed to create charge on their assets. Means they are not required to mortgage their assets with the bank for issuing shares. अपने assets को बैंक में गिरवी नहीं रखने की जरूरत पड़ती है at the time of issuing shares. बस in case of debentures, sometimes charge may be created. Charge may be created. May be created on assets at the time of issuing of debentures. Charge may be here means new company, or if company is enjoying low profit, or if company is passing through loss, in that situation company, if company wants to issue debenture, then they are supposed to create charge on their assets. Means they need to keep their property as mortgage in the bank. So charge is not created on the assets at the time of issue of shares, and charge may be created, not is created, charge may be created on assets at the time of issue of debenture. 9 points. 10th, point, at the time of liquidation, they will get their money back after debenture holder. After debenture holder. At the time of liquidation, if due to any reason company goes into liquidation procedure, then shareholders will get their money back, but after the payment to debenture holders. And debentures, in case of debenture holders have first right. Debenture holders have first right to get their money back. So these are the differences between share and debenture. The smaller part of share capital is called share. The smaller part of borrowed capital is called debenture. Or we can say share is owner's capital, debenture is borrowed capital. The person or the investor who purchase share is called shareholder. The investor who purchase debenture are called debenture holders. Then on share they are getting return, that is called dividend. Means dividend is the return on shares. Interest is the return on debenture. Dividend is not fixed. Interest is fixed in case of debenture. Shareholders have the voting right. Debenture holders do not have any voting right. Shareholders cannot claim for the liquidation of the company. Debenture holders can claim for the liquidation of the company. Then in case of share, charge is not created on assets at the time of issue of shares. Means they are not required to keep, or they are not required to mortgage the assets at the time of issuing of shares. But charge may be created on assets at the time of issue of debentures. Then next, at the time of liquidation, they will get their money back after debenture holders. But debenture holders have the first right to get their money back. Another point, in case of share, there is higher risk, less risk. So these are the different differences between share and debenture. The total 4 topics we have completed. Meaning of debenture. Once again, meaning of debenture, types of debentures. Then another topic is rights of debenture holders. And 4th topic is difference between share and debenture. Now another topic and last topic, no, not last, second last. Procedure of issue of debenture. Procedure of issue of debentures. So before issuing debenture, right now I am only writing points, then explanation in next lecture. Procedure of issue of debentures. So before issuing debentures, company has to pass through certain formalities which are decided by SEBI, company law board, government. So they need to pass through certain formalities. These steps or procedures are: first, passing resolution by BOD, Board of Directors. First of all, before issuing debenture, first of all, company means Board of Directors has to conduct meeting. In that meeting, they need to pass a resolution. They have to take final decision in written form. It is called resolution. We all know. So Board of Directors need to pass a resolution for issuing debenture. Second, after passing resolution by BOD, then passing resolution by shareholders in general meeting. Means shareholders, first of all, shareholders in general meeting. First of all, resolution is passed by Board of Directors. After that, meeting is conducted by shareholders in order to pass resolution. But meeting of shareholder is not always conducted. It is not compulsory. When it is compulsory, I will tell you in explanation. So passing resolution by BOD, then passing resolution by shareholders in general meeting. Third, they have to take permission from SEBI. For issuing debenture. In order to issue debenture, they need to take permission from SEBI. After taking permission from SEBI, fourth, issue of prospectus. We all know that public limited company can raise funds by issuing shares and by issuing debenture. But for issuing shares or issuing debenture, it is compulsory for public limited company or public company to issue prospectus in the market. Prospectus is the document which invites the general public to invest money into the company in the form of share or debenture. So after taking permission from SEBI, they need to issue prospectus in the market. Fourth point. Fifth, after issuing prospectus, then appointment of debenture trustee. Appointment of debenture trustee. Once again, first point, procedure. First of all, resolution. 5 points I am writing here, remaining points that side. Resolution by BOD. Second point, resolution passed by shareholders. In short, I am writing shareholders in general meeting. Third point, then permission of SEBI. Permission of SEBI, they need to take permission of SEBI. Then fourth point, issuing prospectus. Issuing prospectus. After issuing prospectus, then appointment of debenture trustee. Debenture trustee. Sixth, open bank account. Open bank account with scheduled bank. Scheduled bank. Appointment of debenture trustee. After issuing prospectus, the investors who has purchased a debenture, now they become debenture holders of the company. So in order to protect their economic interest, they can appoint a debenture trustee. So if they want to appoint a debenture trustee, such debenture trustee can be appointed only after becoming debenture holders. So appointment of debenture trustee. Now open bank account with the scheduled bank. It means company needs to open. This is for company. Company needs to open a bank account with any scheduled bank so that investors can transfer the money in that bank account or transfer the amount of debenture in that bank account. So it is compulsory for company to open bank account with any scheduled bank. Seventh, enter into an agreement with underwriters. Enter into an agreement with underwriters. Eighth, same, enter into an agreement with stock exchange. Stock exchange. First one is resolution by BOD. It means first of all, before issuing debenture, board of directors needs to conduct a meeting. In that meeting, they need to pass a resolution for issuing debenture. After passing a resolution, second step is a resolution must be passed by shareholders, but it is not always necessary. So after passing resolution by shareholders in general meeting, then they need to take permission from SEBI regarding issue of debenture. If SEBI gives permission, after that they needs to issue prospectus in order to invite general public for investment. After issuing prospectus, then the investors who has purchased debentures, they become debenture holder. So appointment of debenture trustee, they can appoint debenture trustee. Then open bank account with the scheduled bank. Company needs to open bank account with any scheduled bank so that investors can transfer their money. Enter into an agreement with underwriters. Company needs to enter into an agreement with underwriters. Who are underwriters? Those who take the risk of those debentures which remain unsold in the market. For example, if company has issued 5,000 debentures and out of 5,000 debentures, only 4,000 debentures are sold out. Sold out means here purchased by different investors. So 1,000 remain unsold. These 1,000 debentures will be purchased by those individual or group of individuals. Such individual or group of individuals or institution is called underwriter. Those who take the risk of unsold debenture. And then they are selling these debentures later on to different investors. These persons are called underwriters. So for appointing underwriters, they have to enter into an agreement. Then enter into an agreement with stock exchange. It is not compulsory for company to enter into an agreement with stock exchange, but if company has stated in their prospectus that we are going to enter into an agreement with stock exchange, means we are going to register our debenture with the stock exchange, then it becomes compulsory for company to enter into an agreement with stock exchange. Means it becomes compulsory for company to register their debenture with such stock exchange. If they have stated in the prospectus that we are going to register our debentures with this and this stock exchange, then it becomes compulsory for company to register their debenture with recognized stock exchange. And if stock exchange cancel the registration due to any reason, in that case whatever amount the company has received from debenture holders, they have to return the amount immediately. Means debenture will be cancelled. 9 point I am writing here. Prepare register for allotment of debenture. Then after all this procedure, then the investors to whom debentures are issued, their name, number of debentures purchased by them, and other important details or information will be entered in register, that is called register of allotment of debenture. The investors to whom debentures are allotted, their name will be entered in that register. And last, after recording their name in the register for allotment of debenture, then company secretary issue debenture certificate. Then according to the provision of company law, company secretary needs to issue debenture certificate or dispatch a debenture certificate to those investors to whom debenture has been allotted. Means they need to issue debenture certificate to different debenture holders within the specified time period according to the provision of the company law. So these are the procedure of issue of debenture. Resolution by BOD, then resolution by shareholders in general meeting, then third, permission of SEBI is required. After taking permission of SEBI, they need to issue prospectus, and then appointment of debenture trustee. Up to this point, means first, second, third, fourth, we have to write all the points in order. Then after that, we can jumble the points. For example, 6th point we can write here, 7th point we can write before that, anyway we can write. But then 9th and 10th again in order. Means we cannot write 9th point after the 10th point. First of all, before issuing debenture, we need to record the name of the debenture holders in the register. That's why this point will come before issue of debenture certificate. But first 4 point must be in order, then 5, 6, 7 point we can write in a jumbled way, then 9th and 10th point must be in order. So total 10 points are there. A resolution by BOD, then resolution passed by shareholders in general meeting, then permission of SEBI. After taking permission of SEBI, then issuing prospectus, then appointment of debenture trustee, then open bank account with scheduled bank, then enter into an agreement with underwriters, and then same point enter into an agreement with any recognized stock exchange, then prepare register for allotment of debenture. Prepare register means here name will be recorded, name of debenture holder will be recorded in such register, and after recording the name in the register of debenture, then company secretary has to issue debenture certificate. These are the procedure of issue of debenture. And explanation and other topic we will do in next lecture. Till then, goodbye.